This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, the Hazleton Area School District is making a change to one of their programs. We'll let you know what's happening next. Welcome to FYI for Friday. I'm Ken Cara. Hazleton police are investigating two incidents overnight that involve shots being fired. The first happened around 1:20 a.m., a report of a single gunshot in the area of 7th and Penn Court. The second incident happened 1 hour later as police were dispatched to the area of East 1st Street and Garibaldi Court for a report of shots fired. According to police, the gunfire was exchanged between two people with a vehicle struck by the gunfire. There were no injuries reported. West Hazleton Police and the Pennsylvania State Police assisted in the investigation. Anyone with information on either incident or any leads on witnesses is asked to call Hazleton Police or dial 911. Police have not said if the two incidents are related. Well, it appears there is a problem with some of the new sidewalks poured in downtown Hazleton. A portion of the new sidewalk on North Broad Street between Church and Laurel Streets is showing pitting, and a portion of the new curbing has chipped away. PennDOT spokesman Mike Toludo says that the pitting was due to harsh chemicals to remove ice and snow during the winter. He says there are milder types of de-icer that can be used. PennDOT plans a final walkthrough later this month and will identify any issues at that time, and then we'll decide how to approach them. Officials from several area communities are upset over the fact that grants from state gaming funds have been delayed again. West Hazleton Borough has been counting on one such grant to help finance the completion of its new police station. As we have been reporting, they're in the process of renovating the former borough annex on Broad Street into a new state-of-the-art police station. West Hazleton Mayor Frank Schmidt says that the borough has an application in for $200,000 to finish the new station. West Hazleton previously received a $250,000 grant to start the project. The mayor says the grants were originally to be awarded in March, but were pushed back until May, then July, and now the latest is September. A spokesman for the Department of Community and Economic Development, who the grants are coming through, said the Commonwealth Financing Authority rules on the grants. It did not meet in July as previously scheduled. Meanwhile, West Hazleton is not alone in its wait. Butler Township and the City of Hazleton also submitted applications. Congressman Lou Barletta has expressed concern over a water problem for some residents in Stockton. Last week, the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection told residents living in Stockton number 6 and Stockton number 8 not to drink the water. DEP says using the water from the unregulated system can cause serious health problems. As a result, Barletta is looking into federal assistance to help with the costs that would be associated with a new, safe water system. In the meantime, a tanker known as a water buffalo has been placed along the Club 40 road by the Hazleton City Authority. Meanwhile, both the Hazleton YMWCA and the Freeland Y have offered free showers to individuals affected by the situation. In other news, the Hazleton Area School District is making some changes to its alternative education program. The district plans to move students who are in a disciplinary setting located in Plains to one of its buildings on campus.
We would anticipate that the several $100,000s that go into taking care of very few students may much better be spent in terms of other educational programs in the district for this coming year if we can save the money on the transportation and other such things that and perhaps provide a better setting closer to home.
The district intends to move before the start of the school year in September. The latest unemployment figures are out for Pennsylvania. According to the Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry, PA's unemployment rate remained unchanged at 5.6% for the month of June, the lowest rate since September of 2008. The rate for the Commonwealth was 0.5 of a point lower than the U.S. rate, which is at 6.1%. Evergreen Raceway Park in Drums has ceased operations. The local racetrack, which opened with new ownership this season, posted this information on their website. The statement says that hopefully this is temporary and that more information will come this weekend from track management. Races were scheduled for tonight at the track and they have been canceled. A local businessman is ready to head the Can Do Community Foundation annual fund drive. Earl Berger, the owner of Berger Family Dealerships, is the chairman for 2014. The Can Do Community Foundation started in 1992 and supports projects that improve the quality of life in Greater Hazleton. For more information, you can visit CanDoCommunityFoundation.com. A conference was held in our area this week to discuss autoimmune diseases. One of the speakers talked about the link between faith and medicine. Dr. Andrew Newberg from Jefferson University Hospital spoke about God, your brain, and healing at a pre-conference banquet. The next day, there was a full conference that featured a microbiologist, a kidney specialist, and dermatologist. Cynthia Donlin is a patient education specialist for the Pocono Northeast Region Lupus Foundation. She's also the founder of a group called Faith, Facing Autoimmune Illnesses Together Head On, and here's what she hopes people took away from the conference.
To learn a lot more about autoimmune diseases and lupus and how our brain and our stress factors does affect our health. And we hope to also get some people more involved with our organization and let people know that we are down here and we do provide support. Most of what we do is free of charge. We have a support group meeting every second Tuesday of the month at the Bowl Arena. We'd like to invite people to come to that. And if you never need any speakers to talk about autoimmune diseases or lupus, I am available free of charge to come to any facility that needs my education services.
Now, there was also a session at the conference on how to interpret lab results. And tonight we have news from the desk of the West Hazleton Neighborhood Crime Watch. The monthly meeting of the Crime Watch will be held on Monday at 6 p.m. at the West Hazleton Community Center. The guest speaker will be there and he will talk about gang negotiations. And he's also a member of the task force in Sherman Hills. Everyone is invited. And here's a reminder to pick up your copy of the Standard Speaker this weekend. They will have features, news, sports, and more. So pick up your weekend Standard Speaker on Saturday and Sunday. Hey, sports fans, stay tuned because we have golf tips from Sand Springs coming up next and baseball highlights a little later. Plus, in our next segment, if you are looking for a laugh this weekend, we'll tell you where to go.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Hi, I'm Chuck Jumpeter, golf teaching pro here at Sand Springs Golf Club, and I'm here today to help you lower your handicap with the Sand Springs Golf Tip of the Week. Today's tip is take it to the course from the tee. One of the questions I get asked most often by players is, how come I can play so well on the driving range, but then when I get out on the course, I can't seem to hit the ball? Well, a lot of the reason for that is people don't practice with a purpose and they don't do what they should do on the practice range, so they have nothing to take to the course. I'll see people walk up, they'll drop down a bucket of balls, they'll take a club out of their bag, and they try and see how fast they can go through these balls. They just start swinging, drag over another ball, they have no idea where that one went, swing at the next one, and go on right through the bucket. What I encourage everyone to do is practice with a purpose like you're going to be on the course. Put down a couple of alignment sticks so you can check your body alignment and your ball alignment. And each shot that you hit, have a specific purpose in mind. Go through your routine, pick your target, set up to the ball, take your swing, hit the shot, and follow it until it lands. Once you see the ball land, you'll be able to determine the flight. You will have learned something from that shot. Did you hit it the way you want or not? Then bring the next ball over, go through your routine again. Don't rush it. Set up, take your stance, make sure you're aligned, put a good swing on the ball and watch it land. If you do this, then when you get out on the course, you'll be ready to play the game. So to take it from here to there, practice with a purpose. Until next time, hit them straight and far.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Everyone can blame me for the cooler weather we've been experiencing since I've been logging for fall football and Fun Fest. Let's see if it's going to heat up. Here's FYI weather from the National Weather Service. Tonight will be partly cloudy. The low will be 60. Let's check out our weekend now on the extended forecast. It looks like it heats up a little bit, 75 degrees on Saturday, and there is a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. And then on Saturday night, again, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The low will be 59. On Sunday, another slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. The high gets up to 78 at night, will drop down to 60 degrees. On Monday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Again, 78 degrees. It's like we copy and pasted this weather forecast here. But then let's take a look at Tuesday. Monday. It will be a nice day there, 82 degrees. And then on Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 82 as well. So it looks like nice days ahead for our weather.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
This Saturday night, a fun event is being planned for McAdoo at the Strand roller skating rink, and it's going to feature comedians, but also a first ever screening of 2 local productions by the gentleman who is joining me right here. And this is Jerry Ogrodnik of McAdoo, and Jerry also has the company Go Further Productions. He's a writer and a director. And Jerry, we're going to start with the 2 premiere screenings this Saturday, 2 movies that you worked on locally. So if I guess, tell us a little bit about your company, first of all, Go Further Productions.
Well, it's a company that me and my friend started, about 4 years ago. This will be the 3rd movie that we're doing. The other one we showed 2 Halloweens ago. It was a horror film. I decided to go into comedy this time around, a little more my area. The horror was more my friend's area. So these 2 movies were both shot in Freeland using all local actors, which is, that's a hallmark of my company. We like to use all local actors, and even this set, there's a painting on there by a very talented abstract drawer, Jeremy Petronis. So we have that in a set, and the camera was run by a very talented photographer in McAdoo. The first one was actually planned. I wrote it about 2 years ago. It's I like to refer to it as a romantic breakup comedy. Okay. So we have 2 people trapped in, one girl and 2 guys trapped in this small building, and it's more of a silent film and just about them 2 going around avoiding each other. And the other one is more of an improv. We had extra time on the apartment that we rented, so we came up with, me and my 2 friends, the actor Vin Greer and Tom Dysonroth. We kind of sketched something on napkins at Perkins, and we ran with it, no dialogue written. We just had a little idea and shot it. It turned out brilliantly. They're hilarious. My brother Vin, he's such a good stage actor. So we went with that and just knocked it out of the park, and spent the last 4 months editing it and ready to screen it, I hope.
Well, now there's a big event taking place this Saturday night. It's called LOL Laughing Outside Live at the Strand, featuring those 2 films he just talked about, and comedians as well. So give us a little rundown of who will be there. Yeah,
I wanted to use the 2 films, but then also bring a whole event to the area up in McAdoo. John Shigo at the Strand is helping me out with this. And we got a comedian from New York. His name's Scott Schlendinger. He'll be there. And then a group that I found last year at FunFest, the Oxymorons from down in Harrisburg. Very funny improv group.
So it sounds like a fun event taking place this Saturday night at the Strand from 7 till 10 o'clock. $10 in advance, the tickets are, and $13 at the door. We have the information up on your screen right now. Anything else, Jerry, you want to say?
I just want to thank, this could not have happened without all the people that I've mentioned, the local people, the actors, but I also had a lot of sponsors that helped me out. Hell's Kitchen, Mark's Tattooing, J&D Archery, Luzerne Tire, and then in McAdoo we had Jolin's Deli, who will also be catering the event, so there will be food available there, so come hungry. Barely Used Stuff, The Strand, of course, Wes's Health Food Market, and then we also have Blossom and Buds down there. They were all very prominent in helping me orchestrate this event, so I just want to give them a thank you.
All right, very good. Again, it's this Saturday night at 7 o'clock at the Strand.
So check that out this weekend. In tonight's community calendar, how would you like to get a clean car and help out a local basketball team? A car wash will be held tomorrow from 9:30 until 2 p.m. at the McDonald's parking lot at 180 Market Street in Nesquehoning. All proceeds will benefit the Marion Phillies basketball team. The proceeds of the lottery benefit older Pennsylvanians. Possibly, if you win, you will get some money as well. The daily number 385, the big 4 9205, Quinto 20583, Treasure Hunt 3 8 12 19 and 25. We go out to the ballpark after this break.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Let me explain how the 13 to 15-year-old Babe Ruth All-Star State Tournament works. Every team gets to play 4 games. The top 4 teams with the best records move on to the knockout round. Last night, the District 4 champions and the hosts, Valley, they took the field in drums against Ashton Valley. And what are you going to do with the teams in the Commonwealth when Valley goes running wild all over you? Let me try it again. Valley just ran crazy last night. Check out the package. Valley's Josh Zukowski thought this was a track meet. He takes off here after hitting a single and wins the stealing second dash. Zukowski is in a rush to get home. Maybe he wants to catch the 6 p.m. rebroadcast of FYI. I don't know, but now he's safe at third. Nick Kubishin walks, and then he runs. He steals second, and Valley has 2 runners in scoring position, and up comes Heath Zukowski. Zukowski smacks a double to left, and it's 2-0, the home team. He moves to second when James Graves reaches. Graves, he's going to take second, and you don't have to be Peter Gammons to see a pattern forming here. Brandon Weichel hits this RBI single. Jared Paisley, he earns a walk, and then he's going to take second base, and the third base coach has to be exhausted sending out all the signs in this inning. Later in the first, Zukowski is back up and the bases are loaded, and now Zukowski proves he's also a distance runner. This triple clears the bases and gives his team a 9-0 lead after 1 inning. How about the field events? Well, check out this play. Graves makes a great stop at short, and Ed Herbener does a fantastic job at first to get the ball and keep his foot on the bag for the out. Valley wins this one 15-0. What you gonna do, other teams in the Commonwealth, when Valley goes running wild all over you? That's what I tried to get out earlier. Let's see what else happened last night in tournament action. Had to redeem myself, kind of. Troy Township is a perfect 2-0 in this thing after their win over Franklin Township, the District 4 runners-up. Broomall and Newtown, they get a win last night over West End, 12-1. And here's what's on tap for Friday. Valley will again play the late game at 5 p.m. and they will play West End. In the Section 6 10 and 11-year-old Little League All-Star Tournament, Tamaqua Blue picked up a win in the opening round. They will play Warwick on Friday at 7:30. That tournament is being played in Tamaqua. In the 9 and 10-year-old tournament, Valley West lost their first game, but they are coming back strong. They have won 2 straight games. This one was the losers bracket final, and now they find themselves in the championship round against Warwick. And if you've not been paying attention to me because you're thinking about what to do this weekend, start paying attention now. The Valley Regional 18U softball team is hosting a college showcase tournament. There's a bunch of local teams involved. The tournament starts on Saturday at 8 a.m. The last game is scheduled for 4:45 p.m. The knockout round starts on Sunday at 8 a.m. and the championship is set for 1:30 p.m. So stop by the softball complex at Freedom Park. The address is 415 Butler Drive in Drums. Put that in your GPS. Now set your GPS for fun because here comes Ron Marchetti with Short Shots.
Yesterday was one of a handful of days in 2014 that there was not one big league professional team sport to bet on. Hi everybody, on this July 18th, this is Short Shots. Let's wrap the week. Germany won the World Cup, scoring the game's only goal in the 113th minute of that contest to defeat Argentina in a real nail-biter, 1-0. I was at a graduation party in front of a TV sitting on the edge of my seat when that happened. If I wasn't there, I would have been at Sammy's Bar and Grill on 2nd Street, and would you believe that I received this World Cup program from Brazil in the mail from an anonymous donor? Thank you very much, but I feel I must and will donate this to our anchor and friend Kenny Cara, since he is a soccer nut who I'm sure will share it with or Andy Fisher, another soccer fanatic. I'll drop it off at his desk on the way out of here. And then yesterday, I found this taped to my shop garage door with a note that said, "Learn the game and happy birthday." It's not my birthday, but I will read this with pain. I had no idea there was so many rules and regulations in soccer. Mother of God. Jonas Cespedes won this year's All-Star Home Run Derby for the second year in a row. Cespedes is not a household name, but he is having a very nice season with the Oakland A's. The only other back-to-back winner of the Home Run Derby was Ken Griffey Jr. in 1988 and 1999. The American League defeated the National 5-3, but the night belonged to Derek Jeter of the Yankees, who received a 53-second ovation when he led off for the home team in Minnesota, and a 2.5-minute standing ovation when he left the game in the fourth, his final and 14th All-Star game, to the tune of New York, New York. By the way, the Yankee captain picked up 2 hits in his 2 at-bats. Mike Trout of the Angels was the game's MVP, the Classic's youngest ever MVP at 22. What else? Hazelton Area High School softball coach Vince Tribal-Peace was officially cut loose by the school board. Also, the Chicago Bulls said goodbye to Carlos Boozer after 4 seasons in Chicago, while the Dallas Cowboys were waving farewell to Tony Romo's backup, Kyle Orton, who was considering retirement anyway. And Dwayne Wade re-signed with the Miami Heat. There will be pro wrestling tomorrow night at the Old St. Joe's Gym and the new Holy Family Academy Arena at 5th and North Laurel Street at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6:30. And finally, Tiger Woods is back and competing in the British Open in Hoylake, England. Right now, make it a good one. See you Monday. Till then, Yahtzee Sewell.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, happy 94th birthday to Dolores Alexa. She celebrates on Sunday. Love from your family and friends. Another announcement, July 26th, you're invited to the 15th annual ECUS Road Rally, all to benefit the Helping Hand Society. Registration begins at 10 a.m. at the Slovak Club in Hazleton, and the ride leaves at noon. Harwood Fire Company will be holding the after party from 2 to 7 p.m. For info, call 570-455-4958. And finally, the Valley Regional Warriors travel teams located in Drums will be holding tryouts Monday, August 4th at 6 p.m. Be held at the Freedom Park Softball Complex in Drums. For info about these tryouts, call 570-401-1144. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Maurizio Maurice de Blasi of Hazleton. Funeral is Saturday at 9 a.m. from the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. William J. Wilkinson of Junedale. Arrangements will be announced by the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Marcella Florence Wanzer. Memorial is Saturday at 10:30 a.m. from the Hazel Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 10:30 a.m. And Gertrude M. Stinson of Nuremberg. Memorial is Saturday at 10:30 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 10:30. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111.
Here, Jurgen Klinsmann's a big Short Shots fan, and that's who sent Ron Marchetti all of that soccer stuff in the mail. So enjoy, Ronnie. Enjoy FYI weekend to all of you out there. There's a very special feature story coming your way in sports, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you then. Until then, take it easy, everyone.